A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to another video. Thank you all for checking this one out. All right, so in this one, I have decided to walk through the entire test squad. I am going to take a look at their stats. If they are bowlers, we're going to look at their bowling stats. If they are batsmen, we're going to look at their batting stats. Now, quite a few people aren't too sure how some of these players got into the squad. A couple of them are new to the scene in terms of international cricket. So, West Indies fans that are not too plugged into what's going on regionally will probably not be aware of some of these guys and how they have performed in our first class system over the years. So I'm going to spend some time and go through and I'm going to read the numbers for you guys. I am taking the numbers from the ESPN Cricket Info website, right? So if you want to go and double check to make sure I didn't change up any numbers or anything like that, you can go ahead and check it out. So the first one I'm going to give you is Hodge. Kevin Hodge. He's in the team, currently 30. Right, he was selected and he's expected to do some work for us in terms of his first class stats. Not gonna go through list A or T20s or anything like that. These guys were selected to play test cricket, so I'm gonna go through the first class stats. So far he would have played 55 test matches. Right, he would have batted in 99 innings. And he has scored 2,762 runs, right? 2,762 runs, a high score of 137, batting average of 29.07. In terms of his strike rate, that is 45.50, 417 50s to his name. So the key numbers coming out of that: average of 29.07, strike rate of 44.50. He had 17 50s to his name and 4 centuries, right? So he's expected to do some work for the West Indies team if he gets an opportunity to go out there. So that is it where Hodge is concerned, my viewers and subscribers. I gave you my playing 11 yesterday. I don't have him in my playing starting 11, but you never may know what happened. Justin Greaves is the next one. He, alongside Darren Bravo, had a very fruitful 50-over tournament just the other day in terms of his first class stats though. So Justin Greaves, he is 29 years old, 29. He has so far played 37 List A games. He would have batted in 55 innings. He has 1,268 runs. And if you're talking about average, that's 26.97. Strike rate of 44.67, 100 to his name and 7 50s. His high score is 114. So Justin Greaves there, my viewers and subscribers, will be looking to do some work for us. He also bowls a little bit. In his first class games, he would have picked up 76 wickets so far, and he usually gets them. His economy rate is 2.80, and we're talking about an average of 22.76. Right, so that is Justin Greaves there, my people. We would have also seen Justin Greaves in West Indies colours playing ODI cricket, but this time, he's getting an opportunity to play some test cricket. So we're gonna watch closely to see if he will get into the playing 11. So the next person we have coming up is Hakeem Jordan, and Hakeem Jordan, my viewers and subscribers, he is 29. So these guys are a little up there, right, in age. He has played a couple of ODI games for West Indies. But as I said, I'm looking at the first class numbers. 15 first class games. He has bowled. He would have bowled in 29 innings, and let me just See, wickets so far, 59 wickets. He has an economy rate of 2.98, average of 22.08, right? So that is how he's looking. And in terms of his best bowling in a innings, 5 for 44 in a match, 7 for 83, right? He's at a strike rate of 44.4. When you're talking about 5-wicket hauls, he has 2 5-wicket hauls and 2 4-wicket hauls. So that is Hakeem Jordan, for those who are not too familiar with him. As I said, he has played a couple of ODI games for West Indies before. So he will be looking to partner up Shamar Joseph, Alzarri Joseph, who else we have? And the other pacers there against Australia. So he's there. Next man coming up is Tevin Imlach. Tevin Imlach is 27, right-hand bat. I think he also keeps wicket if I'm not mistaken. So far, he has 17 first-class matches, 612 runs, high score of 136 not out, average of 24.48, and strike rate of 43.71, 1 century to his name, and 3 50s, right? So high score of 136 not out, average of 24.48. So that's going to be Tevin Imlach there, my viewers and subscribers. So, you know, he has been around the West Indies squad before. You know, we're not sure if he's going to get an opportunity in this series to showcase his skills, but that is how he's looking in terms of his first-class numbers. The next man that we have coming up is Shamar Joseph. Another bowler here, my viewers and subscribers. Shamar Joseph, you know, he just started his career. You know, we see where the Aussies are already talking about him. You know, we're hoping that his pace will, he will be able to mix it with some good line and length and will be effective. 5 first-class matches to his name. And in terms of wickets, 21 wickets. Best bowling in our innings, 5 for 41. In a match, 8 for 141. And when it comes on to his average, it's 21.80, economy of 3.49, strike rate of 37.4, and he has 2 4-wicket hauls to his name. So that is Shamar Joseph there, my viewers and subscribers, the 24-year-old pacer from Guyana, who will be looking to partner up the other West Indies seamers, Roach and you know, Alzarri and them guys. Zachary McCaskey is the next one coming up, and Zachary McCaskey has well, he's 27 and he's a top order batsman. Zachary McCaskey so far has 11 first-class games, and he would have batted in 22 innings, and he would have remained not out once. 641 runs, high score of 93, average of 30.52, and he has a strike rate of 51.23. So far, he has 5 50s, no centuries, right? His high score is 93. So that is it for Zachary McCaskey, the top order batsman there that we might have to call up on. All right, gonna go into a couple of names that are, you can say they are established at the international level. They are better known by West Indies fans and also the general public. Our captain, Craig Brathwaite. So far, our skip has played 87 test matches. So man is a veteran in test cricket, huh? 87 test matches, 5,479 runs at an average of 34.89. And I must say that his average hit has improved since he take over the captaincy. And he has a high score of 212. And we're talking about 12 centuries to his name and 29 half centuries. And we're talking about a strike rate there for the skip of 40.54. And that is how our captain is looking. We have also seen him doing some bowling in Test. He has 29 wickets to his name, so the captain can also turn his arm over and bowl some spin for us if needed. He will be supported by his vice captain, Alzarri Joseph. Alzarri Joseph is another player that we're looking forward to seeing in Australia on those wickets. Definitely looking for not too many short balls. You know, Alzarri currently 27 and he has 30 test matches under his belt, and so far he has 85 wickets. Talking about best bowling figures in an innings, 5 for 81. Best bowling figures in a match, 7 for 111. Average of 35.42. Economy of 3.52. Strike rate of 60. He has 60.3. He has 1-5 wicket haul. That is something that we have always said that, you know, we want to see Alzarri Joseph step up. And he picked up one recently. And we're hoping that he will keep adding to that. So that is it for our vice captain, Alzarri Joseph. And we make our way down to the man that is going to partner Craig Brathwaite at the top of the order. The son of legendary batsman Shivnarine Chanderpaul, Tejnarine Chanderpaul, currently 27. Right? He has a couple of test games under his belt, so we don't need to touch his first class stats. Test, he has 8 test matches, 529 runs, high score of 207 not out, average of 40.69, and he has 1 century and 1 half century to his name. Strike rate there for him is 39.68, so he will be looking to up that some more as he goes against Australians. Gonna be very interesting to see how he plays against some of those pacers there. Now we have Kurt McKenzie, who is another top order batsman, currently 23, so still young. 1 test match to his name, 32 runs actually, average of 16, right? 1 test match to his name, 32 runs, high score of 32, average of 16. So that is it for him there. Let me just give you his first class stats. He has 13 first class games, 23 innings, 770 runs, high score of 221, average of 33.47, and he has a strike rate of 59.78 there, 1 century and 5 half century to his name. So that is it for Kurt McKenzie, our top order batter there. And as I work my way down the list, we come up on our wicketkeeper batsman, Joshua Da Silva. Now, Joshua Da Silva, my viewers and subscribers, he just scored a century against the South Africa A team. You know, he's an international player, so, you know, we were hoping that we would have gotten some more from him. Still relatively young, quite a few games under his belt, but he's 25. So far, he has 24 test matches to his name. He has a top score of 100 not out. In 41 innings, he has scored 882 runs at an average of 25.94, strike rate of 37.66, and 1 century to his name and 3 half centuries. As we know, he's our wicket keeper, and he's pretty solid behind the stump of viewers and subscribers. So, you know, we just want him to continue to do some good work for us with the bat. The man that is expected to spin a web around the Australians, Gudakesh Motie. Yeah, man, Gudakesh Motie, my people. Right now, he is 28. He's going in. He has 4 test matches under his belt. He would have picked up 22 wickets. Best in an innings of 7 for 37. Best in a match, 13 for 99. Average of 18.95, economy of 3.10, strike rate of 36.6, right? That's Gudakesh Motie there, my peeps, and he will be doing some runs for us, some work for us with the bat also. He has an average of 26, high score of 23, runs of 52, right? So Gudakesh Motie there will also be called up on to do some work for us with the bat. Kemar Roach. Kemar Roach has been in and around the West Indies team for the better part of a decade now, around about a decade or so. Kemar Roach, 35, my people, still doing his thing. 79 test matches under his belt. Definitely climbing up that ladder. He just overtook a couple of West Indians in terms of the bowling, the amount of wickets. So he has 79 test matches under his belt, and wickets 265. Best in an innings 6 for 48. Best in a match 10 for 146. Average of 27.78, economy of 3.10, strike rate of 53.6, 14 4-wicket hauls, and 11 5-wicket hauls and 1 10-wicket haul. Therefore, Kemar Roach, the very experienced campaigner. We have to look at his batting also, you know, my people. In those 79 test matches, he has amassed a total of 1,137 runs, high score of 41, and average of 11.37. So shout out to Kemar Roach there, my viewers and subscribers, our seasoned campaigner there. Kevin Sinclair is the next spinner that we have here. He has done some good work for us in first class cricket. He did pretty well against the South Africa A team recently, and will be looking to make his debut. He has a couple of ODI games and T20 games under his belt, but nothing where Test cricket is concerned. So we will look at his first class stats. And in first class cricket, he has 21 games, and in 37 innings there, he would have picked up 66 wickets. And his best in an innings is 6 for 33. Best in a match is 8 for 81. Average of 24.33, economy of 2.93, strike rate there of 49.7, 4 5-wicket hauls, 1 4-wicket haul. And his batting is also coming on, my peeps. He has 86 for his top score in first class cricket, runs of 976 there, and average of 31.48, strike rate of 58.40. So Kevin Sinclair definitely can help himself with the bat. And I think that about does it. We did Brathwaite, Joseph, Shandopal, Kurt McKenzie, Arthur. Well, I think we have Alec Arthanes. We didn't get a chance to do Arthanes. Let me just zoom in on Alec Arthanes, my people. Another youngster in the team. He will be expected to play fearless cricket. He will be expected to take on the Australian bowlers. You understand? Blackwood is not in the team usually. Blackwood is the man that would go on the front foot and play a lot of shots. Arthanes is expected to be the man there. 25 at the moment. He has 2 test matches to his name. 112 runs, average of 37.33. High score of 47. Strike rate of 43.41. Hasn't yet touched a 50 or a century. And because he only has 2 games, we'll look at his first class stats. 32 first class games, 1,937 runs, high score of 141, 36.54 average, and we would have seen a strike rate of 55.61, 2 centuries and 12 50s for Alec Arthanes there. So yeah, we got Arthanes, Hodge, Greaves, Da Silva, Akeem, Jordan, Moti, Roach, Sinclair, Imlach, Joseph, McCaskey. Yeah, I think we covered everyone. So for those who weren't too sure, or those who weren't too sure of these players, there you have it. Spend the time going through the stats. Now you have a basic understanding or an idea of what the guys are going in with. Not saying they're going to be able to repeat these sort of stats, or they're going to be able to perform as they usually do in first class cricket, but at least you know have an idea of how they are going in. Sports to the bone, keeping you informed. Big up.